Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the channel Hell Dominance. Anthony here. Please remember to like and subscribe, and also click that notification bell if you're enjoying what you're seeing and if you want to continue seeing more. Well, I'm back with another episode, but you're not seeing my face at this moment in time as I'm in an area where I do not have a webcam. So I'm bringing you this episode sans face. Anyway, let's get on to the episode, and we start with Wakefield Trinity. And you would think of Trinity in the Super League era, and there are a number of players who come to mind when you're associating them in the top flight. There has been David Solomona, Jason Demetriou, Ben Jeffries, but one of the most recent Bellevue heroes has been David Fafita. Fafita, who left the West Yorkshire club after almost 7 years at the end of the 2022 Super League season, is currently plying his trade in Australia for the Entrance Tigers, but he's set to answer the SOS call from Wakefield Trinity. Their head coach Mark Applegarth has confirmed that the club is looking into bringing Fafita back to the club in what will be a sensational transfer following Kalepi Tanganoa breaking his arm in the 36 points to 60 feet to Catalan's Dragons. Applegarth said about signing Fafita again, "We are looking into it. He will be an incredible boost for our squad. We're down on numbers, and it looks like Kalepi Tanganoa has broken his arm, so we really need the numbers." On the result itself, Applegarth referenced how much it stings following the 13th loss in a row. "There's only us that can get us out of this situation. It stings, it hurts, and there's a lot of dejected bodies in that dressing room, and it's my job to pick them up and get them back out there against Leeds next week." Fafita is now 33 years old and has over 160 top flight games to his name, but it's unknown on how the former Tonga international has kept himself since leaving the club and playing at the Entrance Tigers since the end of 2022. But it would be a boost not only for the team, but the fans to have one of their previous big characters back in the fold. The Cronulla Sharks have officially announced the signing of Daniel Anderson, according to reports from the club, and for the next 2 years. The three-time Italian representative Atkinson made his NRL debut for the Melbourne Storm in the 2021 season, playing a single game. That came before he was stuck with the Sunshine Coast Falcons in 2022, unable to get back into the NRL. He ultimately signed with the Sharks late in the most recent completed off-season on a 1-year deal. That single season at the Shire will now extend to at least 3, with the halfback who can also line up across the backline agreeing to stay as part of the club's top 30 until at least the end of the 2025 campaign. His impressive New South Wales form in the New South Wales Cup, which has seen him get 8 tries and 4 assists for the Newtown Jets. He hasn't been able to buy him a first grade appearance as of yet in the black, white and blue, but could do so over the origin period, with Nico Hines set to miss at least a couple of games after being picked for Brad Fittler's bench for game 1 of the series, which will be played in Adelaide on Wednesday. Now on to Salford, as Paul Rowley insists Tyler Dupree will continue to be a Salford Red Devils player as long as he has the power to keep or sell his most valuable asset. According to reports, Hull KR have offered Salford Red Devils £150,000 for the England Stars services, with Wigan Warriors outbidding the Robins by offering £170,000. It is quickly becoming a transfer saga which is expected to continue with plenty of hurdles to jump over before any deal is done. Speaking about Dupree's situation, Rowley is adamant on keeping the 33-year-old, despite the fact that he has been heavily courted. Rowley said of Dupree, "He's training well, he played well, and he's our player for the next 3 years. As far as I'm concerned, I am looking forward to carrying on coaching him for the next 3 seasons. If it's anything to do with me, it won't happen," speaking about the transfer away. "We will look after him and nurture him and pay him what he's worth, and that'll be the door shut. That'll be a strong message from our club, because for so long we've been a selling club, so we need to back that up now." Talking of the Robins, they are the next team that Rowley's troops face. The two sides face each other as an opening act for the 2023 Magic Weekend on Saturday in Newcastle. And Rowley is up for the challenge against the team levelled with his side on the ladder. He added, "There are a lot of things being said about Hull KR at the moment, for good reason. Our staff identify them as a strong team from the beginning. They have got a healthy squad and clearly have a lot of money. They are backing up their big investment. What they do have is good players. Kenny Dowell, Jordan Abdul, people like that. They are a dangerous side and work hard for each other. And we are looking forward to it." Rowley will be looking to continue his win streak over the Hull sides as he beat Hull FC last time out. To say that there's been an element of relief for Hull FC fullback Jamie Shaw on Saturday afternoon would be an understatement. The 30-year-old has got through a full 80 minutes for the reserves in the win against Salford reserves for the first time this year, with the testimonial man hoping now that his injuries are behind him. Starring in pre-season training, Shaw then tore his calf, and when he got his opportunity in the Good Friday derby, he got his other calf went. There also been a quad issue to deal with, but Saturday was a huge step in the right direction. Shaw got through the full game, but he also played well. He was very vocal, dealt with all the kicks that came his way, returned with intent, got involved in the attack, and scored a try to boot. Speaking of the game, you wouldn't believe how chuffed I was to get through 80 minutes. That's all it was for me today. I wanted to do my bit for the team, but to get through a game and not suffer an injury is massive for me. I'm pleased with that. It's been a frustrating year for me. I think it's been the toughest. I've done my ACL as well, and with that, you know you're out for 9 months, and you know it's going to be hard coming back. But I started off really well in the pre-season, and I just haven't been able to catch a break since. It's tough mentally to keep getting on the horse, but I finally feel I am past it now. And in the back of my head, I'm thinking I've played 11 years of professional rugby league, and I'm certainly know that it's a marathon, not a sprint. It's how you finish, not how you start. It's just frustrating, as I know in my own mind that I can still do a job out there. It's just about staying fit and taking the opportunities if it comes. I'll be better off for that 80 minutes. Michael Shenton's side scored 10 tries to beat Salford 52 points to 6, securing their 5th win of the season from their opening 6 games. Shaw, meanwhile, was happy to do his job, also praising the talent coming through the club right now as the development of the youth takes a centre focus. The lads, not just the first team, but the academy, are all quality. And all quality players as well, Shaw continued. It makes it easier for us senior boys to come down and bounce off them with their energy and stuff like that. I haven't been playing in the first team, but when you drop down to the reserves, it's easy. Shenny is with us all the time as well, and it's all the same structure. We both want to play the same way, so it's easy to drop in and you don't get lost out there. And you know what? As we have been looking at stories and we've got a bit of time to kill, we've got one more for you, as Leeds Rhinos have held talks with Newcastle Knights back rower Lachlan Fitzgibbon. Rugby League Live understands that the Rhinos have shown an interest in signing the NRL forward who is off contract at the end of the season. Fitzgibbon, who is 29, has an appetite for a stint in Super League and has been weighing up the idea of making a move for some time. Rugby League Live revealed earlier this year that the forward was a name that clubs have been told to consider, and the Rhinos appear to have made further inquiries as a result. This year he has been ever present for Newcastle, the only NRL club that is represented since his debut in 2015. In total, he has made 110 appearances, scoring 30 tries, and he averages 33.5 tackles and 84 metres per game this season. When quizzed on his future earlier this month, he told the Newcastle Herald, "All options are on the table. At the moment, I'm off contract. I want to have a really big year this year and finish strong. The way I play this year and the way that we as a team play this year, I think it will look after itself. I'm not too sure what the future holds." Leeds' interest may intensify if James Bentley is to leave the club. The Island international is off contract and free to speak to rival clubs. His departure will certainly open up at the door for a new back rower, while Zane Tetavano, who has also played in that position, is off contract too. The Rhinos are likely to have quota spots available. Along with Tetavano, David Fatatua, Blake Austin and Aidan Caesar are all in the final months of their existing deals, with Cena expected to depart. The Rhinos' recruitment plans have been steadily coming along, though they won't be signing Josh Hodson, the Batley Bulldogs centre who was a target. Heading out of the club are Sam Walters and Liam Tyndall, who are joining Wigan Warriors and Hull FC respectively. And that's it, ladies and gentlemen, with that final story. Thank you so much for watching. Please remember to like, subscribe and share this video worldwide, as well as clicking on that notification bell for any updates on new videos that may be coming your way in the near future. Tell me what your thoughts are on today's episode in the comment section below, as it's open for business and you and I and everyone else can be having a rugby league discussion. 5 little stories, and I hope that they're entertaining enough and give you the most informative information that I can bring you. Anyway, thank you for indulging this episode. I will end the episode as I always do by wishing you all the very best. So please stay safe, and I'll see you in the next episode.